Emily's List members are dedicated to building a progressive America by electing pro-choice Democratic women to office. They believe in the power of women as candidates, as contributors, as campaign professionals, and as voters to bring about great change in our country.
When women vote, women win. We won!
Emily's List raised $1 million for Barbara Boxer's re-election.
The sound that you just heard, that was a shattering. That was a shattering of a glass ceiling for women in politics.
Emily's List is committed to a three-pronged strategy to elect pro-choice Democratic women: recruiting and funding viable women candidates, helping them build and run effective campaign organizations, and mobilizing women voters to help elect progressive candidates across the nation. In 1985, 25 women gathered in Ellen Malcolm's basement to send letters to their friends about a network they were forming to raise money for pro-choice Democratic women candidates. These founding mothers pioneered a new concept in fundraising: a donor network that would provide its members with information about candidates and encourage them to write checks directly to the candidates they choose. At that time, no Democratic woman had been elected to the U.S. Senate in her own right. No woman had been elected as governor of a large state, and the number of Democratic women in the U.S. House of Representatives had declined.
We've shown that we can elect women to these top offices. They take our power and they do good things with it when they get to Congress. They have the power to make a difference. They have the power to create change. They have the power to lead.
We represent the finest America has to offer.
You better get your money out of that billfold, and you better get everybody you know to the polls and vote and turn back these right-wingers and keep these women in the United States Senate and the United States Congress.
We have changed the face of the United States Senate. Early money was like yeast. It raised more dough, and now we're ready to raise more hell. Thank you very much.
Our candidates care deeply about the issues that affect families and their communities. They're really tough fighters on issues that
With more than 100,000 members across the country, Emily's List is the largest political action committee in the nation. Since its founding in 1985, Emily's List has raised over $240 million to elect 69 pro-choice Democratic women to the U.S. House, 13 to the U.S. Senate, and 8 governors. Over the course of 22 years, Emily's List has helped elect hundreds of pro-choice Democratic women to federal office, state legislatures, and state constitutional offices.
And ask me why I haven't done anything. I can't wait any longer. I do not want to wait any longer. We can save lives. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing?
Before Emily's List, we doubted that we could have power and make a difference in our government. But working together through Emily's List, we've made history. We're going to win in November and over and over and over.
Emily's List is the first political action committee to change the face of power in America.
And for the very first time, a Democratic woman elected to the United States Senate in her own right Barbara Mikulski.
Governor Ann Richards, sworn in today as the first Democratic woman governor of a large state.
Lucille Roybal Allard and Nydia Velázquez are elected the first Democratic Hispanic women to the U.S.
The first
House.
female Senate delegation, Dianne Feinstein and Barbara
historic
Boxer.
day indeed. Carol Moseley Braun, the first African-American woman
Patsy
to win a
Mink,
U.S.
first Asian American
Patty
woman
Murray,
elected to
Washington's first woman
Loretta
senator.
and Linda Sanchez, the first sisters in Congress.
the first openly gay woman in Congress, Tammy Baldwin.
Janet Napolitano, the first woman to lead the national government. And Kathleen Sebelius, the first.
For the first time, both chambers of the Colorado legislature will be led by Democratic women.
They call her Mayor May here in Waco, Texas. Jackson's the first African-American. It's two firsts in one. Hillary Clinton, the first woman and first lady.
First in Michigan with Jennifer Granholm elected
Three's a
governor.
charm for Emily's List in Washington with Governor Gregoire and Senators Murray and Cantwell.
Gwen Moore, the first African-American member of Congress.
Jean Carnahan is Missouri's first woman senator, and Claire McCaskill the first to be elected.
And now, with generations of women who have gone before, she becomes the highest-ranking woman in American history. Second in line for succession to the presidency. The first woman to lead her party into the majority. A role model for women and girls aspiring to serve in politics and government. The first woman Speaker of the House, Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Emily's List, working together and changing the face of America.